And getting this all set up. Back to this once more. And my awful, terrible little streaming setup. I did have fun doing this earlier, though, so I suppose I'm back at it again now that the day is nearly through. What time is it about up? Oh, never mind. I think that we will wait on that one. I suppose there are things in here to keep myself entertained if I must. I'm not fond of the sound of these things moving around like that. I also hear those raptors. Ah, more of these. I had wanted to steal them. Perfect, perfect. These will be quite the lovely addition back to the Foundation site that I've taken over. Alas, we still have to wait for morning to make things worthwhile traversing back. Oh, and delightful. Thompson's here to stare at me again like an animal in a zoo. Oh no, not again. Not this. I don't know how to fix this. Will you fix this? Oh my god, did you fix this? Well, I suppose we'll see if I keel over dead. And if I... Ah, there it goes. Don't know how to stop that, personally. At least I'm back over here. Losing everything worthwhile again. Well, we can at least guarantee that I'll be doing this during morning. Yeah, woo your heart out. All right. Which way am I headed? Well, I know the general route I need to take to return to obtain my things once more. I'm simply going to beeline there, get them, and return. Because there is nothing else within that location that is of use to me. At least I didn't take all my food with me this time and ruin my chances of any form of retribution. The Foundation is not a grand place to be, in any sense of the word. I wonder how I could have prevented that. There has to be some way. It's not a wonderful place, and you're going to learn that eventually. Come back. You're lucky the flowers are saving you, but that only lasts so long. Now, where is that one site? Yes, Thompson, that's kind of how opinions work. They're formulated based on one's own experiences, and mine have not exactly been delightful, to say the least. Honestly, I expect a little better in the empathy department from the likes of you. Aren't you the one that's often tasked with dealing with some form of psychological evaluation at this site? Whose fault is that? I wasn't the one who wanted to be brought here. But I have to deal with things as they are now. whether I like it or not. Hello. Ah, that's what... I forgot that that's something that happens. Oh, relax. What else is not of use? Go away. Very good. Now I definitely have quite the collection of trinkets to bring back. More than I can really handle. Hello. What question do you have, Thompson? You don't seem like one very keen on my opinion. Now, let's make sure we actually get back from whence we came. I think after that I might want to go take a bit of a mining trip. Get some redstone and really allow myself to wander freely for a bit. Stockholm Syndrome at its finest that I keep returning to a Foundation site. Oh, whose fault is it? It's the fault of those MTFs for wandering in places they don't belong. That's whose... No! Please! Why am I ill? If I'm going to perish again, I'm going to perish again close to the place where I can get my things back. Oh, this is truly nauseating. There it goes. What infection do I keep contracting? Why would I take responsibility for a situation that was no fault of my own? Speaking of no fault of my own. Go away. What do I possibly have that keeps giving me a disease? It's this Foundation as a whole, I'm certain of it. What are you? A heart. At least by the looks of it. Yes. I might take that for later. I keep getting an infection. Well, the me that I'm ending has granted me... I've gotten infections, and then that thing was created more often than... Can I cook the heart? I can't. Why not? Or maybe I want to eat it. Can I eat it? Oh, so we're not allowed to do that. I guess I just have it all icky-like in my pocket, then. I'm going to put the rest of these... Actually, I don't like having them stacked like this here. Oh no, not again! Oh, this is going to be a problem when I wake up. You can die in the corner. What do I have on me that is causing me to fall ill? Anxiety and nausea, and then when the effects run out, I die. Do I need to obtain a cow? Will that solve my problem? I don't know what's... There I go. I don't know what is causing that. I don't believe it to be the battery. I had thought before it was a test tube I had tampered with. But that didn't seem to be it either. I really do need to figure out what's causing it, though. Because it is genuinely becoming a problem. I had assumed it was these at one point, because that's what happened the first time. Oh, maybe I got cursed. My entire existence here is a curse. We can put the rest of these away for now. Actually, the batteries I had stashed away in the desk as well. Key cards are useless. That's what breaking down doors is for. They can all live in here. A happy little family. Actually, I believe I should be putting these over here. And I did bring back some iron that I could use. Perhaps, maybe that's who I should be seeking out to solve this issue. Unknown disease strikes again. I'll allow this to finish burning through so that I can put the iron in immediately and make the most use out of this coal. But yes, whatever hex has been hitting me, I hope it stops. It seems to trigger a potentially after I receive an injury. But other than that, I don't know how to solve it. Ah, there, my sheep. Not enough to get them even more that at the moment. But I can do this. And I can provide a... Oh, no, I put those away. That will only take a moment to retrieve, though. Not long at all. If I have to live at this site, I might as well make it homey. There we go. Maybe I should return my doors here, although I'd like to not have to use keycard access. I'd like more of these buttons. Or perhaps I take both doors off their hinges so it's at least symmetrical. Phew. You're busted and broken as is. We can replace you with a functional one. And how about you? About there is where you are with most of them. That'll do. I know it's uneven, but none of them are. Oh, no, they're not. That'll do. A little light over there as well. I suppose this broom closet can also get one. And the rest of these I can stash elsewhere, I suppose. Ah, filing cabinets. I suppose I could have these in here as well. Those one can go up to the ceiling. That's about the extent of what I'll put there, though. I suppose I'll return some of them to this area. May as well. Excuse me as I continue knocking myself out. I might as well dump the rest of these over here as well. I'll more likely use them this way than the other. Ah, I have computers here. Did I put one on this desk? No, I have not. Well, there we go. Problem solved. Yes, it'll irritate all of us, but none of them are even. That is simply the style the Foundation has gone with. And if I must suffer through this place's terrible aesthetic choices, then so must you. I'll keep my backup weapons closer to the forefront, though, lest I keel over dead again from a mystery ailment. But that also puts it in the record that I should attempt to locate some cows. Because perhaps if I had some of them within my containment, then I could use them for easy access to milk. I will have to set up a new area, though, to keep them, unfortunately. Or perhaps I could allow them to simply free roam. That wouldn't be the worst thing ever. I need to relinquish this as well. I am running low on this pickaxe. I might wish to get another one of those. Ah, and this iron is finished. Perhaps we will get this back in play. Allow me to be less squishy. A new sword would also do me well. Just in case. And I also am considering being out for a bit longer, so even more in the pickaxe department also wouldn't be frowned upon. And I suppose I'll keep this on me. We do have coal left. We'll only keep enough for emergency purposes. And I'm going to assume it's nighttime, and we're just going to deal with this. And now, off for an adventure. Because I do most certainly need to get my hands on some redstone. That would be a lovely goal to have. Perhaps I'll simply strip mine down. At least that way I won't get lost. It would be helpful if I actually used my pickaxe, wouldn't you agree? Oh. Well then. That's not exactly the adventure I'm looking to have right now. So instead, we will go down this... Oh, hello. Ah, that's why I haven't gone this way entirely yet. We will deal with that in a bit. I don't know if there's a cure for this infection, but I do know that it's been getting quite on my nerves. I've eaten a pill before, and said pill made the infection temporarily go away. Well, not entirely. It removed one of the effects, but not another, and it still caused me to keel over dead by time it ran its course. Now, is it so difficult for me to get into an area where I don't have to immediately face a threat? That is all I'm asking for as of now. A threat without a bow would be even better. Alright. Well, off to another location, I suppose. And that disappears as well. Good for me. I suppose starting from a higher point won't be the worst idea. And there are other lesser cave systems in this vicinity. Ah, speaking of. You know, if you kill two birds with one stone and take that spider out, I'd be much appreciated. Go away. Even more of you. Oh, quite a few of you. You know what? I'd like you to take out this skeleton. Taking out your friend is also appreciated. Ah, and there goes my torch. Oh, no, my torch survived. Huzzah. Yes. Go on, you can explode. I don't care much. You're dealing damage to that skeleton, at least. Ah. Well, maybe not as much damage as I would have liked. But this seems like a problem for another day. Ah! No, I do not wish to deal with you. You are at long range and I am at short range, and it will surely be the end of me. I am wise enough in my abilities to know when I should pack it up and pick a different place to look. Oh, more of these brown mushrooms. Also a handy trinket to have. Oh, hello. This is more tedious than I was hoping it would be. Perhaps I should make a shield. But as of now, I'm more keen on redstone, because I would like to explore the expanses of this space, but I also wouldn't like to lose my way from home. I remember you. This is where I'd fallen into a pit. Also wouldn't be bad to light this area up as well if it's so close to my home. And it seems safe enough even. I might be able to start my strip mine down here. Although first, I would also... Hello? Ah, you're part of the Foundation. Yippee. But let's tend to that. Having an easy escape plan is never a bad idea. There we go. And that will likely save my hide at least once in the future as well. Now, let's see what we can get our hands on. And remembering to keep things well lit, lest we encounter something we'd rather not. This will be a tad boring of a process, but worthwhile in the end. I'd like to enter a cave system that is on the larger side, but also deeper than what I've been finding at the surface, that doesn't have me immediately delving into twists and turns that I won't soon return from. This will become quite the terrifying trap when something inevitably sneaks up behind me. And I'm sure the likes of you will enjoy it immensely. I had told the lot of you that you were only getting one sticker each. Or have you forgotten that little trinket of information? You're lucky enough that I was even willing to share to begin with, if I'm being honest. The issue when I find redstone as well is that I don't have an iron pick on me. But that is a problem that can be solved. One way or another. The goal is inherently finding it at this point. Ah, hello. Deeper cave, and I'm not hearing the screams of something that wishes to do me harm immediately. All right then. Ah, there we are. All right, you're fine. The sounds of one will attract others, but I'm not too concerned yet. Easy does it. Ah, someone's having a bad time. I suppose we'll follow the water. After I at least... Ah, that actually might be even better. Oh, and apparently whatever was causing him to drown ended up here. Ah, lapis. That means we're about at the right level that we need to be. Oh, hello. Calm down. It's interesting that there was a zombie villager down here. It seems as though this isn't the right place for him. And since I did bring enough supplies, I may as well... Oh, hello. Even more going on, I see. Trying to get up here? Well, you can try. And more lava. We can leave that be, as it is a light source. Hello. Go on. Oh, please don't tell me you destroyed my torch. I believe that you did. Shame. Alright, nothing of immediate interest down here. I suppose I'll go back to where I saw that lapis, because that could be near some redstone, which is exactly what I'm coming down here for. But in the meantime... And then we can abandon these down here as well. No need to keep them. Although I may as well grab some more iron while I'm at it. Get our full use out of everything. Well, hopefully it's not another infection. If it is, I will deal with it as it comes. It would be grand to know how to deal with these infections before they get to the point of imminent death, but we are not at that level. And you will be primarily used as needed rather than as desired, because I would desire to use you quite frequently. Alright. Easy exit. Ah, only lapis down here. Shame. Still potentially useful going forward, but not what is needed. Well, I'm not too certain that he would be willing to provide me a cure within this simulation. I don't think he'll be the caring father that we've grown to know. I think he will sooner rip my heart out. But we'll take that as it comes. As a matter of fact, if we're having this much iron on us, then why not increase our own durability? Get ourselves a full suit of armor while we're down here. Ugh, and that's why. A lot of things over there. Ah. Sounds like someone's drowning. Ah! And that is precisely what I was after down here. As long as I'm careful, then I should be able to get this without incident. Come on. Swim, Hothos. Lovely. Ah, this water does work is a grand protection. Oh, and it looks like two have gotten into a scuffle. Come on. Fire again, hit one of your friends. I'd love to see it happen. Come on. There's so many of them. There we go. Yes, fight for my amusement. Ah, the skeleton's gone. That's the one I was most concerned about. But now that that's taken care of... Is that not how one makes a compass? Ah, even simpler than I thought. And would you look at that? Perfect. Those can stay down here for all I care. More coal is always appreciated. I shouldn't be using this iron pickaxe. We don't really have the resources to afford doing such a thing. Golden apple is quite the expensive solution for something that's happened so many times already. But it wouldn't be the strangest thing that I've heard. I do hope it's not night out. But if it is, we are close enough to the foundation door that it shouldn't cause me too much of an issue. Come on now. Well, you didn't deal any damage to me. You only knocked one of my torches down. And you know what? That is fine. Home, sweet home. Ah, are you in fact pointing to my bed? I would hope so. I don't believe you are, though. You are pointing this way. Ah, well, I suppose that is fair in the direction of spawn. And that really is the only thing that I need to be aware of when I go on an escapade. We will keep half for emergencies. We'll keep some coal on us. Wood truly shouldn't be an issue, if I'm being honest. I would be interested in carrying a bed, though, for whatever adventure is in store. Keep this on us as well. We don't need to keep the redstone on us. But a bed would be nice to have in order to ensure that I can rest when need be. Ah, and there's enough wheat here for me to get more of you. I hear the spiders crawling on the ceiling. Never delightful. Yes, every cure is expensive, but I'd rather not pay. Just like my true existence in the Foundation, sometimes just keeling over is a better solution. A better solution than visiting Dr. Thompson more often than not. I'm never fond of visiting. Ah, hello. 4 in 1. I'm quite the lucky winner today, aren't I? Good to have a nice setup of hens laying. But as for that other thing I wish to do, also including getting more sheep, as I would not be opposed. Although I will have to make sure that they don't end up eating all of the grass. Because then that would require me to need Silk Touch. Something that I don't have and I'm not ready to start fishing for. I will also add a furnace or 2 down here since I am keeping the chickens in this vicinity. A reminder of what's to come. 1 more shouldn't be bad. A set of 3. There we go. Yes, that's what's going to happen to you. You're going to be shoved into that furnace and cooked up for me to have dinner one day. Count your days. The sheep may live as long as they serve me. Or until I also get hungry. But they're a little bit more costly to keep. So, devouring them isn't my main operation at the moment. I can put you here. I believe that is set for me to go on some form of adventure. Anything outside of these walls is better than... well, anything outside of these walls is better than being in this Foundation. And now that I have this compass, and I know that this isn't far from home, I have no quarrels with being a bit nomadic. I'm interested to see what lurks within the walls of other abandoned sites. I had found one before, but it also led to me getting an illness and then keeling over, which I once more wasn't fond of. Perhaps I should have brought a bucket with me. That way, if I at least found a cow, then I could have some milk on me and I could test that theory. But that will be a problem for another day. Ah, more sheep. You are also outdoor sheep. Ah, and I could grow some of you, and then I have a new food source if I put some sugar. You will be of value to me. Hello, sheep. I hope this version you do drop food. But you will be the sacrifice. Ah, you do. Well, you've doomed your kind. Because it was quite possible that you wouldn't drop anything, and then I would have left you alone for some time. But instead, you had to give me exactly what I was looking for, and, well, that's your fault, isn't it? I'll allow the rare color to breed on. Plenty of mushrooms here as well. That is also a good on-the-fly food source. A hearty one as well, I assume. Collect up a good sum of these, and I won't have to worry for a good long time. You can also, if you learn the properties of the flowers correctly, suspicious stew can be more advantageous than not. But that is only if you know what you're putting in your mouth. Not many SCPs that wander the wild either, from what I've been noticing. But that's likely for the best as well. We really don't need to be encountering anything that would cause us problems. Ah, there are some cows over here, though. I'll leave them be for now, since that's the first cluster of them I've found. And I would like to be able to use them in the future, if I can. Hello there. Welcome to our little escapades within a Foundation-centric world. But most of my existence is within a Foundation-centric world. And hello to you as well. The current objective is simply explore. Take in new surroundings, potentially find other abandoned sites to exploit. Exploit to the fullest, if I can. You are not technically needed. I've seen plenty of you, and I have you locked within the site that I dwell. But I will take some more sugar since I found that pumpkin, and I would like to continue to grow those. More sheep as well. Wouldn't be a bad idea for me to craft a boat, it would seem, with how much water is over here. But that is something that we will come to when we come to it. I say that as if I couldn't just do it right now. But I am much more interested in wandering than anything. Hello. Ah, no, you're just regular sheep. You seemed odd at a distance. Oh! What a rarity! I am... Actually, like, full stop, that's pretty cool. Out of character, I remember as a kid, like, in Pocket Edition, before you could dye sheep, that I would go into creative mode and I would just spawn as many as I possibly could, working to get pink sheep, and I just had a dome full of them. It was definitely, like, quite the, you get to live. You can continue your existence on. I hope you live happily ever after. That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably sound like a dweeb for saying that was cool, but I'm kind of excited by that. You know what? Actually, I'm gonna take a little screenshot. No one will believe me because you can just dye them, but you guys witnessed it firsthand. There we go. I have a screenshot of that now. That was lovely. Alright, back to Hathas. Hathas is a jerk. Hathas is mean and doesn't care about the pretty pink sheep. Flair cares about the pretty pink sheep. For a second, I looked at those pigs and thought it was another one, and I was going to lose my mind. Oh, surely nothing dangerous will happen with me sleeping out here. You should get an achievement if you spot a pink sheep in the wild. I think that is only fair. It would also be quite nice if I was to find a horse. I think that would be delightful. And thank you for the rose. It is much appreciated. It's also interesting that there were 2 Foundation sites so close together, and yet now I can't even find one. And they were effectively carbon copies of each other as well. Which is all the more bland. Ah, more red mushrooms. I'm having a bit more trouble finding these on the surface, so I will take them with. Push comes to shove, I can easily make mushroom stew to sustain myself. Although I should avoid having to do so. It is a decent mountain. Many of you probably don't even believe me that this is SCP related due to the lack of any SCPs. Actually, speaking of mountain, that's a bit of a concerning thought with what I know tends to dwell up in the mountains. I'm not certain if this mod will hold true to reality, but if it does, there's something that I wouldn't like to peek at living up here. Or at least potentially living up here. But we'll see. I also don't want to accidentally stare at him. Cows, pigs. Very many pigs on this world. Cows likely have... It would not be shabby to have some cows either. Because there's probably something other than the standard that I could use leather for. I should also start thinking of more SCP-centric things to craft. To at least get a feeling for what we could be doing. Because I haven't looked into this mod at all. Let me check real quick, because I had looked it up. It is called SCP Lockdown. It is for 1.12.2. I remembered to pull that up because someone had asked last time, and I had immediately forgotten what I downloaded. But I honestly know little to nothing about this mod as a whole, and playing Minecraft in general has been something that I haven't done in quite some time, other than, for a little out of character, Pixelmon, because that is kind of what I do as a job to a degree. You sound far more intimidating than you look. What's the model about? Ah, the mod about. Well, it is centered around the SCP Foundation, so it adds some of the critters from that into it, along with a few Foundation sites, one of which I am currently dwelling in. I've seen some velociraptors and had some interesting experiences with my own demise. Ah, and here's our lovely pink friend once more. You function as a decent landmark, funny enough. Quite impressed that one ended up being so close. Too weak Minecraft phase. I suppose. Some of you who have watched me do streams that are less in character have seen some of the things that I'm capable of building. Alas, we will not be hopping over there tonight, because then I have to switch up quite a few mods. But I do need to get back to working in that area. Crafting a boat once more would also not be a bad idea. Yes, I'm not looking forward to encountering the Shy Guy. It's part of the reason why I left those mountains and turned to look for something else. Also, to ensure that I don't completely lose where I've been living. That would not be great for me. But at least I'm finding more animals around here. I was seeing quite the lack of them, if I'm being honest. Also, considering making a map wouldn't be a shabby idea either. More sheep. Also very good. You know, this swamp area is definitely difficult to recognize my way out of, but I am starting to see things that are vaguely familiar. Ah, yes. Beelining back isn't exactly my motive, but we can technically do that as well. I have an idea of where I am now. I really don't have to have the compass as my main on-hand item either. I haven't gotten much in my inventory, but there are some things that I would deem of importance enough that I'd be willing to stop back and drop them off. Well, I suppose that they are at the very bottom. Hello, Cosmos. Oh, well, you are not exactly correct in that assessment. Thompson was here earlier, and who knows if he's still stalking around like the weasel he is. Although I do tend to prefer to refer to him as a vulture, it much better suits his character. How have I lost an entire Foundation site? That is the question. And the answer is that I haven't lost it because I'm brilliant and I'm heading directly towards it. And I suppose that for this sugarcane, at least for the time being, I could simply take advantage of this that is already out here and at my disposal. That sounds like quite the plan to me. Lovely. Have that growing. At some point I can convert some other areas into farmland of some way, shape, or form. I do wish to store these, and while I'm here, cook these up. Any containment breaches within this or within the genuine Foundation? Because within the actual Foundation, I've heard tell that quite a few are planning to breach. Not that that's any of my business. I do turn a blind eye. Within this world, it seems that every place has been breached. It feels like this is a Foundation post-apocalyptic world. I've found the remains of researchers, but no researchers are actually to be seen. And, you know, they do have it coming, don't they? Honestly, what could one expect? They're the ones tampering with things that they don't know or understand. Of course, they'll eventually get to what's coming to them. Oh, speak of the devil. Thompson is mentioned, and so he returns. Out of character, this isn't a map at all. This was actually a naturally generating structure within the mod. And the mod is called SCP Lockdown, and it is for 1.12.2. But back to the show. Obtaining more food, tending to creatures, and hopefully finding something that's a little bit more exciting. We'll leave the rest of that here for now. And I believe we will also take these. Yes, clearly you were missed. We all love seeing your cheerful presence so much. And I hope you know that I'm not going to be attending that little medical visit you scheduled. So, have fun with that. Well, you're only giving me incentive to not get you your Oreos because I do enjoy a good breach just as much as the next person. Although I suppose I'd argue I enjoy it more than the next person. Well, if there's going to be a breach soon anyway, it's not unlikely that a member of Task Force will misfire, and then that'll get fixed in the process anyway. So it seems like it's really not something that I'll have to worry about long term. But maybe I'll take out a D-class as a preemptive measure. Don't you like the sound of that? I wouldn't necessarily make a habit of eating those personally, but I've taken my fair share and been riddled with them before. I would like to do that to Dr. Thompson. Why are Foundation sites so difficult to locate? They seem to locate me quite easily. Yet they avert my own gaze. Actually, I might even pause for a second to get some sort of look at what's going on through here. No, I'd like to start at the beginning, please. Ah, that's what you're doing. That gives us a... Oh, so he is in here. That gives you a view of some of the critters. Oh, Josie's in here. Where was Josie? I saw a half-cat somewhere. Well, none of my concern. The red pool. What are some things that could be of aid that I'd like to work towards having? These are all quite standard so far. No, I would like to not find him personally, and I think he would like me to leave him alone as well. Oh, there's the old man. iPods, blobworm. Oh, I don't want to encounter him. Interesting. I wonder if these are their own biomes or if there's a separate dimension entirely. Hydrochloric acid, how fun. Swamp water being a different item is questionable. There has to be something that's of more direct use to me. Oh, part of the living room. Delicious. A gel block. Telekill ore. Intriguing. Samples. I'll turn the dark. Heavy button. What makes you? Ah, that's relatively cheap. Chair. Oh, living room furniture. Delicious. A lot of item-based. I'm allowed to simply craft key cards? Well then. I've been finding them myself. That is quite the cost for a level 4. I would argue that level 3 is cheaper with how difficult it... level 5. Well, a lot of these are clearly things that I have to find. Token. I fear that if I get this token, that you will spawn from it. What do I do with a rodent tail? No one tells me anything. Even more eggs. Alright, well... that solves my wandering eye. I believe that there is something that I might need to be crafting for this. At least in terms of finding more horrors beyond my comprehension. Oh, hello, Asher. It is a pleasure to see you here. Apologies for my current tone. I am trying to keep in character. I do love a good old-fashioned breach and containment, and I think Thompson's left us be at this point, which is all the better. The less he torments me, the happier my days are. Let's see. Wide open spaces sounds like the perfect location for another foundation building. So where is one? I'd also like it if I could find a village. Humans have had it too good for too long. Did I just get extremely lucky with the fact that 2 were so nearby? They were quite similar to each other, which also feels a bit drab. I'd like to find more structures, because structures lead to trinkets. And trinkets lead to adventure. And being out of the walls of this place is kind of what I was hoping to gain. And yet here I am, just looking to get back into the walls of the Foundation. Although at least in this case, it's for me to steal. I do enjoy stealing things from the SCP Foundation. That is something that I do have in the back of my mind to try. Also quite possible to try Info Hazard, since I've been seeing work getting done on that, primarily from the desk of Alto Clef. Shout out to him. Completely out of character. The desk, he is on TikTok. Great guy. Early on, when I first started making things, I was put into contact with him by Dr. Sumerian, and he's so great. He's given me a lot of aid and taught me a lot of things and encouragement for doing stuff on TikTok with the SCP Foundation and all. I'd love to be able to do more stuff with him. Also, out of character, we don't do Dr. Bright here. I don't want to be associated with that creator at all, and I don't want to be associated with the character. I know a lot of people pull the whole separate the art from the artist thing with him, but I find that very difficult to do with the fact that Dr. Bright is Admin Bright's, like, self-insert OC. That would be the equivalent of if I was using Hafez to do terrible things to people and feeling that Hafez should still have a right to be somewhere, but I don't. So yeah, we don't do Bright around here. You can use Shaw. Elias Shaw is fine. Like the rewrites, I have nothing against the concept of the character, but it being Bright's self-insert is where and like, I'm not mad at you for bringing it up. Just so we're clear, I have nothing against you for saying it or anything. Just something that I have to mention before it gets out of hand. Ooh, you would be planning to animate. That is quite the exciting endeavor. I am not an artist myself, so... drat, did I end up? No, I didn't. Yes, I am unfortunately far from an artist, but... there are some concepts in my head that I'd like to try and doodle for Hafez. Yes, I also tend to get scared easily, but I put on a big old brave face to be Dr. Hafez. Unless I'm playing Lethal Company, then I will cry like a baby. Or scream. Both. Both is good. I could kidnap all of you. Any beds in here already? I'd like to steal one rather than use my own. But I will use my own if I must. Oh well. I suppose using things that I own for my own gain. What do you mean by anatomically correct? You know what, I'm not keen on what you mean by an anatomically correct image of my father. That feels like opening a can of worms that I do not wish to deal with, and invoking a level of trauma I didn't know was possible for me to have. I'm taking these as well, because I'm lazy and I don't like to make things for myself. Well, these are fine. Bread is food and iron boots, well, mine might break eventually. This is otherwise kind of drab, and I wish that there was more SCP-related things within these boxes. But in the same breath, I suppose it's only fair that these humble little villagers wouldn't know anything about the Foundation. A rabbit. Tempting subject to end, just for the fun of it. Oh, well, ruin your crops. I am a plague upon existence. What do you mean by how we're very similar? Because honestly, he aims more to preserve life than I do. I tend to be the one bringing others to an end rather than bringing them back from the dead. And do remember, he is not biologically my father. We are only related on paper. Oh, that's no fun. Oh, that was quick. But yes, I'm sure that he would be upset if he's not able to cure you. It would be a confusing little instance for him, I'd assume. I'm not obtaining more parents. I barely even wanted the first one. Yes, yes. Immortal, immortal, immortal. Everyone is functionally immortal in this place. I am not after obtaining a beak, and I am not going to don a plague a plague doctor mask either, if that's what you're going to ask next. Ah, hello, hello! Another Foundation site, hopefully different than the last two I've been in. They were near identical to each other. This will also be how I end up keeling over dead, I'm sure of it. Perhaps I should set a spawn point somewhere nearby. More rabbits around here as well. Jumpy little things. Now, if I hear velociraptors, I'll already know that this is something similar, if not the same. I don't hear them yet. Oh. You sure did generate any funny. But I suppose I can't judge. Level 4 to even get in? Well, well, well. My pickaxe says otherwise. You are different. Hello. Oh. What am I hearing? That's not intimidating at all. I'm stealing these. Hello? Why are you oh, no, I took you off your hinges. You were meant to be open. I don't like the sound of something getting eaten like that, though. That's a bit unnerving, if I'm being quite honest. I also don't want to keep this door, or this individual sheet of paper. I would like you to stop making that noise. Level 3 access card. Well, I feel that the dirt in my hand will quickly become a substitute for this door. Curiosity killed the cat. Hello. Are you evil? Do you wish to do me harm? Hello. Ah! Oh! You are significantly faster than I assumed. Alright then. Ouch. I'm assuming you're the surgeon crab. You slow me down as well, and you're quite quick. Come on. At least it's not something eating something else. Your hit range should not be as good as it is if I can't hit you back. Alright, well, we'll deal with that later. I would prefer you stay in the water, personally. Oh. Well, having something that could function as... Well, a hit is a hit. I would like you to stop doing that. Come on, come back up. They make such awful noises. I would have preferred you to be friendly, then we wouldn't have had to do this. But now I'm in the mood for crab legs. Despite how safe I play things, though, it seems that it's never enough. And you don't even drop anything for me. I should be allowed to eat you at least. I want that experience, though. We'll come back to this corridor. Well then. Well, this seems safe enough. I like this chair. I might put it in my pocket. I won't steal more of these, though. Actually, I might start dumping items. Something sounds quite agitated. I don't need this key card necessarily either. And I don't need you as long as I have your seeds. And I don't truly need you at all. Can I craft bread without eating 3 straight? No. And I will also leave this behind. I don't want to leave these other crops, but that could be useful. I guess I'll leave the furnaces. That sword will break soon anyway, it won't be an issue. I'd like to keep these boots if I'm able. These batteries I'll likely find more of. If push comes to shove, I can simply eat these soups. I can definitely eat these breads. I would like to keep this chair. It seems a bit pretty. But I also wish to check what's... you could come in handy, I'm not going to lie. We'll leave the pants. I have better ones. I'd also like to keep this helmet. Actually, no, I will likely never return here. But we can leave these things here as a safe collection point, I suppose. Things to come back to. An iron sword, that is quite the upgrade. I will hold on to that now. I feel as though I might need it. I have the feeling that horrors beyond my comprehension lie behind this door. Well, it's safe so far. Actually, as a matter of fact, I think that we'll block this up for now. We'll leave this here as well. Hello, you crunchy crustacean. Actually, I would rather not waste everything if I can get you to come over here. Come on now. Out of the water with you. Yes, yes, you've hit me. Good job. I hope I don't get an infection from this, because it grants me anxiety and nausea, neither of which do me good. Lovely. And that way, if I keel over dead here, then I'll at least spawn back in this location. This does not feel safe. Oh, excuse my terrible jumping. Iron, that's good. A flashlight could come in handy with this. I hear more of those crabs, but I don't see them. Don't need more paper. We'll leave the rest of this for now. Alright. Whatever crab is still lurking here is behind this door, I'd assume. Oh, quite a few of you. How delicious. That's not going to be a problem at all, is it? God, this place is in terrible array. Now, what to do about all of this? Ah! No, no, no. I would prefer you didn't act like that. devil creature! No, no, no. I said go away. Ugh. Well, back to this. Oh, we've been granted a weapon. Lovely. Go away. I don't want you here. I don't need you here. I will do this as many times as it takes. I'm more determined than you are. That is also good to note that they are awful creatures and can and will do that. James, is that what we're calling him? Good to know, I suppose. I would much rather not be familiar with James, personally. I'm sure he's quite the fine fellow, but he is not to my tastes, at least in terms of company. Leave that be there for now. Alright, what's going on behind the horrors of this door? That might have been what got him last time. Alright, let's see how many of you I tip off if I do this. Will only one of you respond, or will the rest of you be alerted? No. Just the one. Oh, come along, dear. Take care. Ah, no, not again! Yes, I was stupid. I did a foolish thing. Let me out. I don't like paying for the consequences of my violent actions. Can you come through here is my next question. I'd like to be rid of all of you before I move forward. Yes, perish. Go away. Don't encourage them to go after me. Encouraging your crab children is not in the benefit of anyone here. The only other person who would be doing so would be Thompson. And all of you know my opinions on Dr. Thompson. Go on, name it. Name it before I end its end. Name it before I can actually say words again. Name it before it no longer exists. Go on, get attached to it. There we go, Jacob. This is Jacob, and Jacob's existence is going to end soon, because Jacob's bloodline has caused me nothing but problems. Now to clean up a bit of the mess I've left here. Actually, it might be even better for me to simply plug up some of these things. Ah, no, you are... Oh, there is a crab living right up here. As a matter of fact, I will just plug this up. I don't need to deal with the ceiling crabs. No, we're not doing that. Yes, your crab son is causing me problems. Problems that I'd rather not have to deal with. But if your crab son must cause me problems, then I will cause problems for your crab son. Actually, I don't want that open access. Oh my god, there's so many of them. Oh, you were going to bite my ankles, weren't you? Well, shame for you. Come here. I would like you to come within hitting range, personally. Come on. What's this one named? Come on, you have plenty of time to name it before it keels over. They are slow moving until they touch you. Sam. This one's name is Sam. And Sam is about to yee their last haw. Only a few more hits and Sam will be no more. This feels dirty, like I belong to the GOC. There we go. Now I have a ready escape plan. Oh, you're quite quick on land, aren't you? Well, I think that given the chance, I will set up another one of my barricades over here, so that I at least don't have to deal... At least I can separate these. I am curious of what's in here. A level 4 keycard. Well, tell that to my level 4 pickaxe. Oh, more crabs! I do not desire crab. You know what, for the time being, and for my own sanity, we're going to put you here, because I don't think you can go through these now. Oh, don't explode. You'll cause me more problems, too. Although foundation material has proven to be quite resilient, you might take out some of those crabs. Regardless, getting rid of you will be handy. I didn't expect this to be the adventure of the crabs, if I'm being honest. You forgot how many you made. Well, you're not a very good parent, are you? Can you get through one wide gaps? I hope not. I don't intend to let you either. But I see more foundation-based material in here, things that I'm keen on having. Okay, the crabs are not too terrifying as long as you deal with them before they deal with you. Alright, come along. They're definitely slow-moving. Ah, Jess and Jeff, those are what these ones are named? Well, they will be no more quite soon. Alright, let's see. Ah, the telekill alloy. No, I want you. You can stay in my pocket. Level 2 keycard, that's not necessarily necessary for me. I will abandon that. I'll take these batteries since I already have some in my pocket. But these books I'll also leave be. But I suppose we will see what's going on this way. Crabs. Ah, speedy devils! Go into the water, you absolute monster creatures. Or are you... You're locked, aren't you? One by one. Space. There we go. Come on. Come here, devil creatures. Yes, good. Lambs to the slaughter. Skittering fast creatures. Hello? I would like to continue swiping. Ah. It feels as though it pulls you in when you get hit by their slowness. I know there's one more of you in here. Come along. I would prefer you not to catch me off guard, so just come here and deal with it. Yes, ouch, you bit me. Good for you. You certainly are going to take down the durability of my weapons, aren't you? At least I know my bed is stationed out there, so push comes to shove. Is this where I locked out one of those other crabs? I suppose we might as well take a peek. Well, regardless of where it is, that doesn't seem like my problem right now. Interesting observing area. We'll see if I can get level 3 access card. I'll say hello to my level 3 pickaxe. And more crabs! It's always crabs. This site is... Oh my god, it is always crabs. This site is certainly full of them. Yes, come here. I heard something that didn't sound like a crab as well, and that makes me a little more anxious. It actually sounds like a velociraptor. Well, I suppose crabs do have quite the shield of armor around them. But at least they're stupid. I know the raptors could fit through this door, given the chance. Hello? That almost felt like it came from behind. Where did the rest of you scatter to? I know there's more. Come here. Psst, psst. Crab. You're very quick, and I don't want... Come on. Come here. Come on. I'm right here. I know you want to get me. Alright, well, perhaps instead what we will do... What was that? I don't like hearing random breathing in my ear. It makes me stressed out. As it would anyone. I heard it again. I am expecting death of an unknown variety that will happen suddenly and without reason. There it is. Breathing. You've cured me from an ailment before. We'll keep you front and center, I suppose. I'd also like to keep something to immediately block things front and center. A level 2 keycard only. Well then. Oh my god, it's more crabs. I would have never guessed it. Crabs, 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 crabs. There's nothing in this site but crabs. I know that's untrue. I hear things that are not crabs nearby, and they're causing me a bit of distress. Especially because I don't know where they are. Is this simply a loop around? Are there more crabs? It sounds like there's more. There's a crab. You move quite slowly in the water, and I will take advantage of that. Apologies. Ah, yes, scuttle all you wish. Why put them all over the site? There's so many of them, I would rather there not be crabs. I will vanquish these crabs one at a time. They should really drop me food. Level 2 access card. I don't think I will. If I see another crab, I will scream. Alright, this is going to become a problem quickly if I don't deal with it. There we go. At least give ourselves a dry space to work with. And that way we have a quick fleeing point. Another one of you. You're simply allowed to be open. How well have I learned my lesson from touching things I shouldn't? Not very. Nothing happened. Something might have happened. We're going to put that back. Something did get powered, and I fear to find out what. This is the start of a horrible nightmare. Alright. Back to... I hear another crab. Well, I did leave one in the ceiling, so it might just be that crab specifically. And excuse me as I fail the world's simplest little parkour. Twice, even! I was not designed to be a field agent. I wasn't designed to be an agent at this place at all. Is it nighttime? I'd like to rest again. Going insane. Am already insane. I don't tend to live stream. This is quite a new occurrence. I haven't gone down your route yet. But I am curious to see what this holds. Sounds like there's velociraptors over here. Or flamingos. Oh, you seem not keen on being my friend. More flamingos. Can I hit you through the wall? Level 1 access card. Well, you seem quite keen on biting me. I think I'll deal with what level of evil you are first. And then I will humbly consider going forward. Alright, come along now. You're going to want live bait, aren't you? Well, here I am. Oh, you're fast! Well then, that is why we have the bed here. Go away, 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 go away. I can hit you as many times as I please, because my clicker finger is quite fast. I've practiced things such as this before. I have more endurance than you do. I am the top predator around here, is what I will keep telling myself. I'd like a weapon back, please. Aha! A weapon back! Exactly what I wanted. And I also have some level of food, which I'm going to take advantage of, at least this bread. Alright. Come on. One of you at a time. Ah, so you can make it through that. Right. Well, this sword specifically isn't gonna last very long. Come on, one of you at a time. You almost made it. Come on. Oh, your eyes are bleeding, aren't they? Devil bird! Oh, you screamed a little louder than the others. Ouch! Please heal over dead. I would like you to never look at me again. Ah, drats. Well, that one's in a position that's going to be a pain. Go away. I'm done with you now. I said I'm done with you, and you will be done. Ah, gods above. I never expected birds to be the bane of my existence. Seems like my parents are birds. Everything I have to deal with in this site is a bird. Birds, birds, birds. Nothing but birds. 058 is a bird. Everything is a bird. I'm fine. I have no bird-related irritations at all. I would like more of my things back, personally. I also need a pickaxe to get more of my things back. Alright. Ooh, that's not good. That would prevent me. If I place you here, yes, you will fall. That's good. Stay open. I'd like to retrieve what is important to me. I don't need these sliding doors. They can go right here, like a lovely little decoration. Ah, hello. Haha. Why are none of the SCPs located within this site friendly or sentient enough to have a decent conversation? Yes, a conversation. That's what I said. I hear more of those birds. And I see more of those birds. I hope your pathfinding abilities are dreadful. The flamingos from hell? Yes. It would appear so. Oh no. I wish you harm, I wish you to leave. Your hitbox is too high. Dreadful, 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 dreadful. Dreadful, awful, terrible. Where did that bird go? They're fast and they're mean, as most birds are. They forget where I am quickly. No, bad bird. Let me out. I would like for this to pause. Oh. Yes, the doors are quite annoying. Especially with bird-related threats. I hate playing the GOC. I would like to see what's over here. Yeah, I know it's more birds, but... perhaps the bird devil I know is better than the bird devil I don't. The bird devil I vaguely know is 058. I know that he is a bird. I know what this connects to. Ah! Oh no, this is going to end in tears! Ah, well, take two. Give me my shit back, devil birds. I will do this inch by inch, bit by bit. I will take you out one at a time, no matter how long it takes. I am just as immortal here as I am at the Foundation. Yes, I'm right back at it, and I know you don't regain health. I have no qualms with keeling over dead as many times as it takes to rid myself of you dreadful animals. Ah. Yes, you're next. You know, in this dimension, the Foundation has done quite the poor job of tending to things. Every site I've gone into, everything has been free roaming and dangerous. And none of them will chat with me over it. But then again, most of the life forms I've encountered aren't sentient enough to do that. They're just angry and hungry, which I suppose I can't fault them for, but I am not the snack they're looking for. I almost thought I heard footsteps behind me for a second. We will reconvene out here, where it is significantly safer. And we will also arrange weaponry. That should do. Weaponry and things that can be used to block other things. There we go. A stew won't do me too terribly. Alright. Devil bird. Go away. Alright, if I actually time these rather than swinging like a madman, it will do me some level of good. I hear them wandering, but I don't see them. When I rid this office cubicle of flamingos, then I can rummage through my former colleagues' desks, and I can steal their lunch money. Don't growl at me! If I let them even get one hit in, they tend to do good at getting more, which I don't like. Do you speed up? No, no, no. Ah, no, alas, alas. Ha ha! I'm smarter than you, bird! What surprise do you have for me, my friend, who's apparently released crabs and flamingos like no one's business? Well, I don't care if they're not happy about me stealing what's in their desks. I want what's in their desks. And I believe that is all that matters, personally. Because they are no longer alive. So whatever I want out of their desks is my business. Now let me make sure there are no more flamingos in my immediate vicinity. I don't see them, which fills me with joy. A level 4 keycard. I might hold on to that simply because I do not have one yet, and because I am not allowed to have one, technically. Within the Foundation, this is the level of access I have. This is what I'm meant to have, at least. Ooh, I will take more of that iron, though. I hear more flamingos, and it causes me nothing but strife. I assume they're through that door. Alright. Rummage through. A level 1 keycard, unneeded. This is back this way. Oh, an empty syringe. I don't know what you have, but I feel you could be important to me. Gold. I don't have any of that yet. I don't need to keep these doors, though. Or these iron bars, I suppose. Alright. So we robbed those. Have I checked you? Yes, I have. You're only the level 1. What about you? Paper and a book. Paper and more books. And another piece of gold. I will take that as the treat it is. Another empty syringe. I don't know what to do with him. No hover for info either. What a shame. Oh, 15 different sites worth of your office. Or at least you seem contained, to a degree. Well, I have a level 4 access card, but I would much sooner break this door down. Come on. I will hit you as fast as I can, because I simply don't like the thought of what you do when you hit me back! Ah, dreadful beasts. I hear more of them. Nothing else back here, though. Not of note, at least. But the fact that I hear more flamingos causes me anguish. It means that there's something around that I've yet to find. Sounds like they're directly behind here as well. I suppose a couple carrots would do me good for hunger at this point, rather than wasting something more expensive. Now, what is it? What do we have back here? This feels... Ah! This is simply to the flamingo enclosure. Can I craft you into something else? I cannot. But steel is quite the strong material. Nothing else up here. I checked that already. There's no way that's the end of what's in this building, though. I have an idea as to what I'll do. But first, a nap. Alright. We'll leave the bed here for now, because I'm not necessarily leaving this site, more as I'm looking at something from above. Ah! No, 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 no. Ah! No, absolutely not. This is not going my way. Why do I ever leave the safety of Foundation walls? Good. They're on the roof! That's where I'm hearing flamingos. Oh my god, there's quite a few of them, too. Go away. I don't want to deal with you either. There's so many of them. I need to leave this place. Oh my god. Ah, you have been my saving grace. You got rid of the child. But, my goodness, I don't want to be in this site anymore, personally. I do want to still explore the room, but that means getting rid of a lot of flamingos, which I also don't necessarily wish to do. Alright. Ah, that was pathetic. I should just eat the carrots. Alright. Let's tend to this fate. Hello. I would like you to deal with the flamingos as well, personally. Ah, drat. That's not what I wanted to happen. Why waste my sword? I have a hand for a reason. I feel this sword will be more important to dealing with these flamingos because I have the feeling that I'm missing things within this site. Now watch as I miss this jump. Oh, I didn't. Look at that. Now to deal with birds. What could I even possibly do with this? It is quite the predicament. Perhaps this site is a lost cause. I don't like these flamingos much. And I don't really have ranged weapons to deal with them. I wonder what would happen if I hit them with this empty syringe, though. That's also a question in the back of my mind. Only one of you now. One at a time. Come on. Just the one. Oh, that did nothing. Oh, you are willing to keel over and jump, huh? Go away, stupid bird. I would like to never see you again. Give up. Thank you. Yes, you know what? I think I've learned my lesson about the flamingo hellscape of this Foundation site. I don't wish to be here anymore. I wish to go home. To my non-flamingo hellscape. Where is my compass? Those bones are actually useful, and those arrows as well. After the flamingo hellscape. Oh, hello, a village. And not a sandy one either, which means I've yet to go there. I'm done with the flamingo hellscape, Thompson. I have survived. Survived is a word I'm using loosely. But look at that. A lovely little village. Filled with people. Yeah. Filled with people. Filled with people. Can I take from you? No? Well, I don't want you to remain mad at me, so we simply can't let you remain. Hello. Oh, that's actually a decent deal if I was interested. And some more food is always appreciated, since it won't let me take a bite out of the people here. I feel it should. It would only be fair. Quite the interesting path system they have. But I'm not necessarily interested in anything else except for things to steal. Alright. Make my way back to where I came. Pray that I don't find something on this mountain. Despite how terrible the Foundation has been at containing anomalies within this dimension, well, maintaining their sites more so, the anomalies have remained where they've come from. Which is something. I will give them that. Oh. Well, perhaps I'm feeling lucky. I have 2 bones, and I'd like a friend. You come with alas, I guess I won't have a friend. Well, that is not unlike anything else I've dealt with. No friends for me. And there's so many of them here, too. Such a shame. All right. Off homewards. Maybe another time. Thompson, I believe you use the term friend even looser than Gillard does. I would not call any of the interactions we've had friendship material. But that isn't of concern right now. What is of concern is that I be able to empty my pockets once more. And live to tell the tale, I suppose. But who really needs to live to tell the tale? One could always simply come back. This is the same village I had passed through before, and now to give them something to remember me by. Anywho, something to remember me by, and to never slight me. Fine, I'll give you that. Our match of Pokemon was friendly. But that is the extent I'm willing to admit to. What is that? Oh no, that is a floating island, isn't it? I do think I am realizing where I am at this point. Which is all the better. And once I return to what has unfortunately been dubbed my home, I think that I may end this broadcast for the night. But we'll see. It is interesting to see what things are contained within the Foundation, I suppose. Even if they have been less than delightful as of current. I would like someone that I could hold a conversation with, be more civil. When something truly is just an animal trying to feed itself, well, you do have to strike back. There we go. I'm not needing this flower. Whoever's burning asunders here is also none of my concern. Ah, I'm starting to recognize even more things. Lovely. This will take me back to true spawn, which I should be able to locate home from. Hello. You seem a bit odd. No, you were just generated that way. Nothing special about you. Hello, animals that don't wish to eat me. But I would be keen on eating you at some point. Ah, this feels quite familiar now. Maybe at some point I'll set myself up a place that won't involve me piggybacking off of the Foundation. That would be nice. My own little abode. And there it is. The location I insist on calling home for now. Actually, while we're at it, because I feel that I haven't seen nearly the extent of what's in here, I might pop some holes in the roof, see if there's any secrets to be had. And while we do that, we will dump some things away. And that should do us quite well. Right. I suppose I am starting to build up a stash of arrows in a way. And this chair that took me so long to obtain, you... Oh, excuse me, that's not necessarily how I wanted you to be placed. Ouch! All right then, don't sit in the chair. Ah, with my luck I will find some birds. Birds seem to be everywhere. I don't think I can escape birds. Birds seem to be the bane of my existence, personally. Let's see what potentially bird-based horrors are here. Because gods above know it will be birds. Or perhaps the Foundation just has thick skin. And no birds. What is this even made of? Ah, the ceiling is made of ceiling. Well, isn't that as to be expected? Perhaps I should try something a little closer to the edge. Or maybe this is all that there is. Hello. I'm assuming the rest of this may just be plain and simple. If I'm going to destroy a place, I won't destroy the one I live at. There's another one down that way. will function just as well. Now, where is my lovely little sand ladder? Birds are lovely things until they cause you problems. Have you ever had a meeting with a giant owl? I have. He's quite the intimidating force. I will wait until nightfall and I'm allowed to sleep, and then I think that is where I will end my little expedition for the night. I do need to get my hands on some more weaponry as well. If you wish to call 058 Duolingo, that is your funeral that I will not be attending. Well, he refuses to admit he's a bird, so I'm not sure how bird we can call him. At least in the terms of what my current disdain for them is seething to be. Well, everyone has one at least once. And we can always pretend. Besides, it isn't 05 that you're looking to tussle with. I wouldn't be so confident in one's own immortality against the likes of them. I wonder if there's horrors beneath the ocean. Foundation grade horrors, that is. I have not personally had that be one of my ends, but it's one thing to tamper with the ingenuity of humans, plain and simple. It's another to insult the level the 05 would be willing to go. They've dealt with quite their fair share of what would be considered horrors. I wouldn't be one to test my luck. They'll have more at their disposal than some simple tanks. They likely have things to erase you from existence entirely, make it as though you never were to begin with. It wouldn't be shocking. Come here now. There we go. I did consume a lot of food on my way, and I'd like to get those supplies back up at least a tad. There we go. And even more of you. Boy, I really will be able to get my supplies back up, won't I? Hear the cries of the undead. And it does appear that it's starting to draw closer to night, which will be another thing to avoid. I could also attempt to get some pigs within Foundation walls now, too, that I have carrots, although I'd like to farm some of those first. Carrots are an investment to pigs, and nothing more. But let us get home. And hopefully have no scuffle on the way. I can outrun most things. I have unfortunately seen a few of them up close. I would rather not continue seeing a few of them up close, and I'm not going to lie, mentioning them does fill me with a level of anxiety that they might show up. 051 especially fills me with terror. But for now, I think that I have escaped his gaze. Although, can you even consider it gazing when you have no eyes to look? Or, I don't even know if he doesn't have eyes. I've seen him remark about them just simply not being where you're used to, which is even more worrying. But he's not here to ask, and I don't intend to further my inquiry. And I take it as this is time to end off my enrichment for the night. So, take care, site personnel. Have a lovely rest of your evening.